Hello dear students, welcome to Konar classes. So now this is the second part of our the previous session, in which we are going to discuss the binomial theorem for any positive integer n. We have already discussed what is that formula, but here we are going to prove it. So if you recall that the formula for a plus b power n, that is equal to nc0 into a power n into b power 0, so I am not writing it, plus nc1 into a power n minus 1 into b plus nc2 into a power n minus 2 into b square plus nc3 into a power n minus 3 into b power 3. In that way it will continue, and we will get the r plus 1th term as ncr into a power n minus r into b power r, plus continue in same manner, and then we will get the last term, that is n plus 1th term, as ncn into b power n. Correct? So that is the formula. Now how we are going to prove it? So to prove this one, we can take the help of the principle of mathematical induction. If you recall the principle of mathematical induction, those who are yet to aware of principle of mathematical induction, please look into my relevant video lectures on principle of mathematical induction. So according to that, what we can say, let Pn be the mathematical proposition. That is, a plus b power n is equal to nc0 a power n and so on, and up to ncn b power n. According to the principle of mathematical induction, what we see, for n equal to 1, what is the left hand side of P1? The left hand side of P1 is nothing but a plus b power 1. A plus b power 1 means what, dear students? So we get it is a plus b. Correct? And what is the right hand side? RHS of P1. RHS of P1 is equal to, we put n equal to 1, so 1c0 into a power 1. 1c0 into a power 1 plus 1c1 into, means here n equal to 1, 1c1 into a power 1 minus 1 into b. Correct? So what we are going to get, and rest of the terms is not meaningful here because n equal to 1. So what we get, 1c0 is equal to 1, that is a power 1 is a, plus 1c1 is also 1, and a to the power 1 minus 1 is a to the power 0, that is 1, and into b, that means a plus b. So what we see, dear students, for n equal to 1, left hand side of P1 is equal to the right hand side of P1. So what we say, that P1 is true. Now let's assume let that Pk be true. Pk be true for k greater than equal to 2 and k belongs to n. That is a set of natural numbers. Okay, so what we can, if Pk is true, then what we can assume, that means that a plus b power k is equal to kc0 into a to the power k plus kc1 into a to the power k minus 1 into b plus kc2 into a to the power k minus 2 into b square. In that way we get the last term as kck into b to the power k. Correct? Because as we assume that it is true for n equal to k. So this is true, that we are assuming. Now with that assumption, what we need to prove, that pk plus 1 is true. So what is pk plus 1? Pk plus 1 is the mathematical proposition that pk plus 1 stands for that a plus b power k plus 1 is equal to kc0 into a power k plus 1, k plus 1 c0, k n equal to k plus 1 na, so k plus 1 c0 into a to the power k plus 1 plus k plus 1 c1 into a to the power k into b plus k plus 1 c2 into a to the power k minus 1 into b to the power 2, and in that way it will continue till k plus 1 c k plus 1 into b to the power k plus 1. And this statement, that is p k plus 1, we need to prove. And how we need to prove? We need to prove by assuming that a plus b power k, whatever has been given here, that kc0 a power k plus kc1 a power k minus 1 into b till kck into b power k, that is true. In fact, we can give this equation as, we can give this equation as equation 1. So now let us find the left hand side of pk plus 1. Okay, so let me do it here. So what is left hand side of pk plus 1? Left hand side of pk plus 1 is a plus b power k plus 1. So LHS of p k plus 1, okay, so that is equal to a plus b power k plus 1, a plus b power k plus 1. Now a plus b power k plus 1 means what, dear students? So that is equal to, we can write here, that is equal to a plus b into a plus b power k. So why we are writing like this? So that we can use this result, that is a plus b power k, that result we can use. So we can write here, this is equal to a plus b into a plus b power k, that is kc0 into a power k plus kc1 into a power k minus 1 into b plus kc2 into a power k minus 2 into b square. In that way it will continue till plus kck into b power k. Correct? Now what we are going to do, dear students? So we are going to multiply. So if we multiply, what we are going to get? So this is equal to a into kc0 into a power k. That means kc0 into a power k plus 1 plus a into a power k minus 1, that means a power k. So we get what? kc1 into a power k into b plus a into this one, that is a power k minus 1, kc2 into a power k minus 1 into b square. In that way it will go till kck into a into b to the power k. Correct? Plus what we are going to get? We need to multiply the b into all these terms. Correct? So b into kc0 into a power k, so that is equal to kc0 into a power k into b plus kc1 into a power k minus 1 into b plus kc2 into a power k minus 2 into, so what we get here is that kc0 into a power k into b plus kc1 into a power k minus 1 into b square, because b into b, plus kc2 into a power k minus 2 into b to the power 3. In that way it will continue till kck into b to the power k plus 1. Correct? After that, what we are going to do, dear students, is that the next step, if we look at that Kc0 into a power k plus 1, so Kc0 is equal to what? Kc0 is equal to 1. Okay. So if Kc0 is equal to 1, irrespective of the value of k, so k plus 1 C0 should also be 1. So instead of Kc0, we are writing k plus 1 C0. So let me use a different color. Okay. So that you can make difference between these two, otherwise it is going to be the same color. So we can write k plus 1 C0 into a to the power k plus 1. So this result we get, the first one, plus a to the power k into b. A to the power k into b is there for both these terms. So let me use a different color. So here, this one. So this is a to the power k into b, and here also we get a to the power k into b. So what we get, dear students? So we can club this together. So if we write plus kc0 plus kc1 into a to the power k into b, plus, if we see that kc2 into kc0 plus k, okay, it is done, correctly done. So a to the power k minus 1 into b square is this one, and here also we get a to the power k minus 1 into b square. So we can club this together. So what we are going to get, dear students? So plus what we get, kc1 plus kc2 into a to the power k minus 1 into b square. Okay. In that way, if we continue, then what we are going to get, dear students? So it will continue like this, and what we are going to get, the last term is kck. What is the value of kck? The value of kck is 1. So similarly, the value of k plus 1 ck plus 1 should also be 1. So instead of kck, we are writing k plus 1 c k plus 1 into b to the power k plus 1. Why we write so? Just to match the last term. Now, dear students, that we know there is a important property of combination that says that let me write this property here, that says that NC R, or we can write NC R minus 1 plus NC R, that is equal to N plus 1 CR. So this is an important property. NC R minus 1 plus NCR, that is equal to N plus 1 CR. And that property we are going to use it here. So what we are going to get then? So this is equal to, from here what we are going to get, so it is k plus 1 C0 into a power k plus 1 plus, you see that kc0 plus kc1, using this property we can write that is equal nothing but k plus 1 c1, correct? So what we can write, k plus 1 c1 into a to the power k into b, correct? See, with this we are able to get the second term, plus kc1 plus kc2, using this property we can write that is equal to k plus 1 c2, correct? So what we can write, so that we can write is that k plus 1 c2 into a to the power k minus 1 and into b square, correct? In that way, if we continue, then what we are going to get, dear students? So in this way, if we continue, we are going to get that k plus 1 ck plus 1, the last term, k plus 1 ck plus 1 into b to the power k plus 1. And if you look into it, dear students, so whatever I written in the green color, that is nothing but whatever is there in the right hand side of pk plus 1. So dear students, so we started with the left hand side of pk plus 1, that is a plus b power k plus 1, and we are able to prove this is equal to the right hand side of pk plus 1, right hand side of pk plus 1. So by means of the principle of mathematical induction, we are able to prove that a plus b power n is equal to, let me read out and you can verify, a plus b power n is equal to nc0 into a power n plus nc1 into a power n minus 1 into b plus nc2 into a power n minus 2 into b square. In that way, you can consider the r plus 1th term as ncr into a power n minus r into b power r plus continued until the last term, that is the n plus 1th term, that is ncn into b power n. Okay. So now whatever I have said that I can write in a summation form also. Let me write it down. So let me write it down, this a plus b power n, how we can represent. Okay. Okay, so what we get, dear students, that a plus b power n, that is equal to nc0 into a power n plus nc1 into a power n minus 1 into b plus nc2 into a power n minus 2 into b square. In that way it continue till ncn into b power n, and this entire sum we can write something like this. This is equal to, we can write the summation notation nck a to the power n minus k into b to the power k, where k is equal to 1 to n, correct? So you apply k equal to, sorry, it should be k equal to 0. You apply k equal to 0, then we get nc0 into a power n minus 0, that is a power n into b power 0, that is the first term, plus you apply k equal to 1, we get nc1 into a power n minus 1 into b, second term. After that you apply k equal to 2, we get nc2 into a power n minus 2 into b square, that is the third term. In that way you apply the value of k equal to n and we get ncn into a power n minus n that is 0, a power n minus n means a power 0, that is 1 into b power n, the last term. So that is this way also you are able to represent. Now what is these terms are called? Sorry, this nc0, nc1, nc2, okay. In that way, if you go to the last term, that is ncn, okay. So what we are going to get, the this term, or we can consider the r plus 1th term, tr plus 1, that is ncr into a power n minus r into b power r. We will discuss in details and relevant properties, and there are several questions based on the general term, the r plus 1th term, that we will discuss. But this NCR, this is known as the binomial coefficients. So this is known as binomial coefficients. Okay. So as you see, NC0, NC1, NC2 up to NCN, and NCR also, whatever you see, these are known as the binomial coefficients. Okay. Now dear students, that as you know, the value of a plus b power n, now let us concentrate on some special cases of the expansion of a plus b power n. What are those special cases? The first one, dear students, that we want to apply the value of a as x and the value of b as minus y. then what we are going to get? If we take the value of a as x and b as minus y, then what we are going to get? We get x minus y power n, that is equal to nc0 into, in fact, what we can do is that we can write that x minus y power n, this is equal to, we can write this is x plus minus y complete power n, correct no? X minus y we can write that is equal to x plus minus y. Then what we are going to do, dear students, here, so this is equal to nc0 into x to the power n into minus y to the power 0, that is 1, that is the first term, plus nc1, the second term, a power n minus 1, that means x power n minus 1, x power n minus 1 into minus y power 1, that means it should be minus y, minus here, correct, plus next term is that nc2 into x power n minus 2 into minus y power 2, because b power 2, b square, that is minus y power 2. So what we can write here, that is equal to plus nc2 into x power n minus 2 into y square, minus y power 2, that is y square. In that way, if we continue, we can continue. The last term what it will be, dear students, is that ncn into minus 1 minus y power minus y power n. Now whether minus y power n will be positive or negative, that depends on n. So what we can write, instead of minus y power n, what we can write is that we can write minus 1 power n into y power n. So that is the formula for x minus y power n. So that we derive from a plus b power n by considering a is equal to x and b is equal to minus y. Now dear students, the next special case what we are going to discuss is that let us consider a equal to 1 and b is equal to x. Let's see what we are going to get, okay. So here we are going to consider that a is equal to 1, a is equal to 1 and b is equal to x. So what we are going to get? We are going to get is that 1 plus x power n. 1 plus x power n means what? nc0 into a power n, that means 1 power n. 1 power n means 1 plus nc1 into 1 power n minus 1, that is 1 into b, b is x. So nc1 into x plus nc2 into a power n minus 2, that means 1 power n minus 2 is 1 into b power 2, that means x square. In that way it will continue plus ncn into b power n, that means x power n, and that is an important formula. 1 plus x power n is equal to nc0 plus nc1 into x plus nc2 into x square plus nc3 into x cube and so on. The last term, that is n plus 1 term, should be ncn into x power n. Now the point is that if we apply some specific value of x, suppose let's apply the value of x equal to 1. If we apply the value of x equal to 1, in the left hand side what we are going to get? Left hand side we are going to get 1 plus 1 power n, that means 2 power n. So 2 power n is equal to nc0 plus nc1, because x is 1, plus nc2 plus nc3. In that way it will continue till ncn, and that is an important result. In many of the numerical questions later you will find that you need to apply this particular result. Now if we apply the value of x equal to minus 1 in this expansion of 1 plus x power n, if we apply the value of x equal to minus 1, what we are going to get? 1 minus 1 power n, that means 0 power n, that is 0, So 0, this should be equal to what? NC0. Now x equal to minus 1, that means minus NC1 plus NC2 into minus 1 power 2, that means x square minus 1 power 2, that is plus 1, plus NC2 minus NC3. In that way it will continue, plus NCn into x power n, means x is minus 1, so minus 1 power n. So plus minus 1 power n into NCn. Okay. So this is also another important result. Okay. So whatever we have discussed so far is that the proof of that binomial theorem for any positive integer n with the help of the principle of mathematical induction. After that, we discuss some special cases in the expansion of a plus b power n. With this note, let me conclude the session here. In the next part of this, the session 1, what we are continuing, in the next part we will discuss some examples, and with this note, let me conclude. Thank you very much. Bye.